Hey, how would you like to be able to make your 1% of those 100 persons effort? How would you like to? Would you rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of your own effort? We're going to talk today a little bit about that quote. If you followed my page, I did put it on the page today because I want to have a conversation around duplication. Want to have a conversation around that quote right there tells me that we need something apart from ourselves to actually make that move, to be up there in that 1%. It's kind of tough, right? So today is Monday's mindset, my friends, and the magic of thinking big. That's what comes to my mind. Thinking big. So this is huge. This is a big thinking right here. To be able to earn the 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own effort. So let's talk a little bit. Today's Monday, my friends. It's Monday's mindset, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world on this big blue marble. My name is Yvette Garel, and if you're going to be watching me live, let me know where you're watching from. And let me know if you're going to be watching, if you got your replay, just leave a comment or something. Let me know you watch your replay. How did it work out for you? Because I come here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We talk about social media stuff. We talk about personal development stuff. But I primarily come here to help you take your business online, leveraging the power of social media. So be it you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok. There's some things, there's some skills that you need to grow your business online. That's where I come in. So I come in here on those days to help you with that. But on Mondays, we talk about ourselves. We talk about how can we help ourselves to get to that destination that we're hoping for if we're not there yet, because and when you get to one destination there's another destination, right? So how can we help ourselves? And a lot of times it is us, you know it is you and it is me. It's how I'm thinking, it's what I'm doing, right? What I'm not doing, or where my focus is and all that. Am I motivated? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? I can't stand that. It's all that stuff, and it is us. Folks, we have this thing to say, get out of your own way, right? People tell folks that all the time, and I tell myself all the time. And get out of your own way, Yvette, because I sometimes put up roadblocks when I shouldn't. So I stand in my own way sometimes. But it is human. We're human, and it's just something that we do all the time. And sometimes somebody got to let us know that we did that, right? Get out, we're standing in your own way by not doing that. You're standing in your own way by not doing that. You're standing in your own way by not duplicating and leveraging. So that's where the conversation is going to head to today. So I hope that you'll find the conversation useful, and I'll share with you something that I have been working with that allows me to duplicate and allows me to have leverage. Share that with you as well. So, how about you being earning a 1% of 100 persons effort? That is 100 times one, right? That's 100 people, 100 things, 100, you know, folks, 100 elements, whatever you want to call it. So it's not just one, it's 100, right? So one time it's 100, it's 100 results you're about to get. So, but if you can earn one, if you need to earn 100% of your own effort, think about it. Your own effort, 100%. If you're doing the thing all the time, if it's just you and you and you alone, and man, you're gonna encounter some things, right? As a person in business, you're in business, a sole proprietor, but you're gonna encounter some things. You're gonna encounter some burnout. You're gonna encounter some days when you'll be like, man, I don't feel like doing this. You're gonna encounter some down days when you really and truly are not you're not well, you may be suffering from a common cold or other illnesses that can the body can contract. So there are some days that this is a 100% right here, and I'm trying to make something off the 100% with my 1%, and it's just me. So any day I'm down, if I'm not feeling well, my business is not well. But what about me earning that same 1% of 100%? I have 100% that I can be like earn. Each person is a 1%. That's 100%, right? So think about that. So if one person even crops out, then I have 99. Or one system breaks down, then I still have 99. So we've got to look at this thing from a perspective where we cannot sometimes do it all by ourselves. And that's why I talk about leverage. Leverage, and duplication. I'm going to back that up with it today. Leverage and duplication, because in our network marketing business, we talk about duplication. If you're not duplicating yourself, you know, getting other people to become involved in the process, teaching, showing them the plan so they can show somebody else. And it's the same thing. We're just doing it over and over and over again, duplicating. It's a system. Now, think about when the system is in a form where everybody can access the system, the same information. So there's no distortion. There's not you're going to add a plus here or a minus. The same system, because remember now in duplication, you want to have the same. You don't want to have A, B. You don't want to have A plus B plus C. No. A, B. So if the system is A or the system is B or the process is A or the process is B, that's the process. So we keep that. Now, when you're changing, change for everybody. So everybody or all things being equal on the same runway. Nothing's changed. So we're duplicating over and over and over again the same thing. Do you like duplication? Who likes duplication? Who likes duplication? I like duplication. You know, I remember, and I'm going to tell you why I like duplication. I remember when I used to teach in the schools, and we had, I used to do food and nutrition, and we had recipes that we follow, step by step approach. First thing you do, the second thing you do, the third thing you do. So if I was going to teach my students how to make a pound cake, right? I would teach them this first thing you want to do is to collect all your ingredients, right? First of all, you choose your recipe because everybody might want a different kind of recipe. But say, for example, I gave them the recipe. Okay, that's my starting point. I gave them the recipe. Now, the first thing they know they need to do is to wash their hands, get dressed, and set up their workstation. So, in setting up the workstation, right after they put their aprons on or their overalls on and wash their hands and have the headgear, that's themselves. So they get themselves ready. Now, in setting up the workstation, they're going to have to collect their utensils and their ingredients, everything that they're going to need, right? Because now their pan that they're going to bake in, their all the ingredients, the flour, the sugar, the egg, you name it, vanilla, cinnamon, whatever. Everything, their brush to brush the pan, their oven mitt, everything that they're going to need. Because once they start working, they should have everything. Step one. What's the first step, next step after that? And step two, step three. So by the time the end of they finish all those steps and all follow all the processes and procedures, now they have their mixture ready to put in the oven. That's the next step. But before they put that thing in the oven, they have to preheat the oven to that 350-degree mark. So all of that. So every student would be exposed to the same information. Now you know that sometimes although you do that, somebody veers off and be like, oh, forgot. Oh, didn't follow this step. Oh, they missed one step. but the same information. So everybody is expected to do the same thing. What if somebody falls out of line? They break the process, right? But let's say we are looking at real the scenario where everybody does it exactly like you gave them. They're going to end up with the same result, right? The result is going to be the same. The cakes are going to come out looking the same, the everything, because they followed the process, right? They dupe everything I gave them, they followed that. So they're duplicating this thing. Now, if they give that same recipe to somebody else and the person does this, they're going to end the result. The cake is going to come out just the same way. It's not going to be too watery. It's not going to be sudden. It's not going to be hard, heavy. It's going to, you know what I'm saying? If they said, okay, beat your eggs for 12 rotations. And so if they follow everything, the result's going to be the same. Now we know that's not set in stone because it all depends on what happens in between. Now a cake is different from the business, right? In your business, you have, or in our business, we want to duplicate. We're dealing with people now. That's different. All right. So we got a process and we'll be like, all right, Mary, so on and so on and so forth. And these are the steps. And Mary decide to leave one step out. And then Mary come back and be like, oh, I don't know what happened, but I didn't get that. I didn't, my results were this. Then you would have to evaluate and be like, all right, Mary, let's go down these steps. And check to see if she missed anything. Check to see if she like not follow the correct process within the steps. And so the duplication process with humans factor, sometimes it's really hard. But let me share with you one duplication that is much easier, and because it is not subjective, it is more on the objective side. When you're dealing with systems and automation, once you set it, it is going to roll the same way every time. We know human beings, we like to shift and pull back and so on and so forth. Because so we're prone to be more subjective to stuff. We're going to be like, oh, that's not working. Can I try this way? When you set up your automation, it's going to roll the same way. That's why I love automation. That's why I love systems and automation, because you put them on autopilot and they just keep going. Now the system might break, right? But you set it back up and the same thing over and over and over again doesn't change. Now the duplication until you change it, right? So the duplication is good that way. Now, and if you can set that up, a duplication process or system and automation that goes there on autopilot with your 1% to gain 100, instead of you doing all things by yourself, and on you can it sometimes we don't even get that 1%. Or if we even make that 1%, how many times or how hard would you have to work to gain that leverage? See where I'm going? So the quote here by John Rockefeller is for real, my friends. I don't know how you think about that, but I'm telling you, if I can get the F off of folks, off a system, if I can make 100% of 1% of effort, then I'm in for that, right? Yeah, I'm in for that because that makes sense. These days, we are busy. Social media is busy. Internet is busy. My goodness, think about busy. Think about all the things you have to do. Think about a mom who works from home and she got kids. She got her job. She got the laundry. She got the dishes. She got the this and the that and the dog. She got the cats. All the things. So if you can have the opportunity to get some things on automation for your business or to leverage that, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't it make sense to give that a shot, to take some of the overwhelm, take off some of the pressure, remove some of the, temper down the stress level? I don't know about you, but I raise my hand to that. I raise my hand to that because in our business as sole proprietor or solopreneur, whatever you want to call yourself, we do a lot. Social media alone, then you got to work your business. Whether you're building, you're talking to people on Messenger, you're talking on Zoom call, you just on a roll. At the end of the day, you'll be like, oh, at the end of the day, you'll be like really tired. And then if you have a family or a husband or a wife or your next, your fiance, then you're so worn down that you can't even meet those demands of the family. You have to set aside time, of course. But sometimes that's where we have to start. And sometimes, but as you start and as you build, you want to veer towards systems and automation. So I'm here today to tell you that that is available for you. That is available to you. If you just raise your hand, it is available. Now, systems and automation, that's not new. A lot of us are already using systems, automation. A lot of us are using duplication processes, whether the add tag method, where or other systems where it is set up in a funnel, and it's and it just keep going all day long. It's an autopilot, so you drop from here to here, roll you out, or you get this in step one, step two, in a Facebook group or on Messenger, whatever the system is, my friends. So I'm here to introduce to you systems that actually work. Actually, for those that I've been using, they actually produce result. So I'm gonna drop the link in the comments. For some reason, once I do here on StreamYard, it's when the video is posted to my Facebook group, I kind of have it's not, Facebook doesn't allow me to edit. So the link is a lot of times in the comments. So look for the link in the comments. I'll drop the link where you can have the opportunity to check into something that actually it can set up for you and it can keep moving, because all of us want to have time freedom, personal freedom, and at the end, we want that financial freedom. And this is proven, my friends. This is proven. I am benefiting from this system right now. Here, me on Facebook talking to you. So I'm encouraged at you guys, whoever is listening to me, that one thing that you want to veer towards as you operate your business online is toward a system, something that duplicates, so that you can read that quote. Where is my quote? You can actually leverage that 100% from that one from 100 persons, right? Instead of you laboring as a one person trying to get that 100%. People, things, whatever it is. So then you can go now and share it with somebody else, and they're doing the same. So if you're in team building, this is a super system. If you're in team building, if you want to build your team, this is one of the systems that actually is on par, actually duplicates, actually allows you to leverage. All right, my friends, so go ahead and get my and find the quote that and read up about it, because it actually, when John D. Rockefeller wrote that, I don't know what he was thinking at the time, but when you think about it, would you not rather make your 100%? Hmm? Not just off you, but off others as well, and the results. So each one can get to do the same, the duplication of it. Okay, and so I was trying to pull up my quote here. I think I missed it a little bit. Um, that I can't pull it up. I don't even know where it's at. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. Let me read it for you again. That I would rather, that's John D. Rockefeller talking now, my friends. I would rather earn 1% of 100 people, just 1% of 100 persons' effort than 100% of my own effort. Which one is more? So think about that, and I'll drop the link for you, and I'll hope to see you making use of it because it works. It's something that, a lot of us, they say if you see work dressing overall, then you don't want it, but this is something that actually works. And so I'll see you on Wednesday when we talk social media strategies. And let me know in the comments later on how, if you tried that, if you set that, get into that account, when you click on the link, wherever, you put in your credentials, and then you'll be able to have access to these awesome duplication process systems and automation, my friend. I'll talk to you later, okay? All right. Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.